What's going on, guys? My name is DL Destruction Gaming, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. As you can see, PewDiePie is doing Minecraft all these days, and I suppose I could do some Minecraft on my own. And yeah, I'm still in the CubeLand map. It's so weird using this camera angle. I'm not going to use this camera angle. So going back to first person. Look at the big progress on the freaking game park. I don't know what I said there, but within like 2 months, I built this thing entirely, which is kind of crazy, if some people may ask me. So we've got a 3x3 big square, and because I set some kind of plaza in the middle, this thing is really a pain in the ass. Just this little area right here is just so freaking painful, and I've made about 4 times 9, which is a little bit good. We have all these different blocks are filled with few of the best mini games I can find, and it's lagging like hell because I rendered this as a infinite world, because if I want to build something down here like redstone or stuff, I don't want to dig out a bedrock. As you can see, some things have redstone under them and some things do not, but I like these things, like those big command block chains, and they are quite lengthy, and I do not want to dig out of the void, and only has 3 blocks of space. So I actually set this as an infinite world. Don't know why I did that in the first place. If any of you guys can export this to super flat world, it'll be very great. So I'm gonna introduce some of the new blocks I've created for version 3 of this game. So we have, why is that opened? Still don't understand why are these 2 things opened right here. So the first new block in the entire theme park version 3 is the diamond block. The diamond block is a mini game named PowerPvP. So this is the first cube of PowerPvP, and you get a bunch of power-ups and a sword. So the power-ups are dash and regen. So if you flick these levers, open them up, then you get yourself a dash or a regen spawn egg. So for example, I'll get myself a dash spawn egg. So you see, I got a dash spawn egg. I spawned it bad. It doesn't do anything because our command block hasn't powered up yet. If you do this, I think I opened the wrong power up. That's the regen. If you do this, you'll activate a quick dash ability, just like this, and you'll become temporarily invisible and super fast. So you can dash onto your enemies, swing them with your sword, or dash away from your enemies and use the regen to regenerate a full bar of health. So that's the dash, and the regen is pretty simple and straightforward. It just regenerates your health. The second game is actually connected to this game is Ladder Wars. So in Ladder Wars, there is a lot of ladders. So you're going to climb up those ladders, just like in those firefighter movies or something. So you go climb up these ladders. They have 4 different routes in this ladder climb, and they're all identical. So, and then you jump over here, and you jump up. Oh, I just fell, but I'll demonstrate. If any of them reaches this golden pressure plate right here, it'll ring the bell. So I know you can't just hit the bell to make it ring, but you just have to stand on the golden pressure plate. And each people have a knockout stick and a knockout bow. So the knockout stick and the knockout bow is used to knock the other players out of the arena. The third game is actually a blog suggested by a good sport called Life and Death, and it's the magma block, and it's Meteor Rain. It's one of the best mini games I can ever create, I feel like. So I don't want to get inside, but I'll quickly explain how this thing works. So there's a bunch of dispensers up here. They will dispense down things. There are a few different outcomes. There's TNT, there's fire charge, there is magma blocks, which has been renamed, there is golden nuggets, there is magma cubes, and you're gonna struggle to get pushed around by these things, and you want to collect all those gold. And also those little magma blocks also count as points, and it's basically a points game, but it's a bunch of chaos. And this thing is the will you press the button game, which is actually quite popular online, and it is one of the most beloved arcade mini games online. So how do you play this, you might ask me? Why do you want to ask me? Or how do you play one of the most simplest games on earth? How do you do it? You press the button, you go inside. Basically, you get, I just press the button, don't really care. So people has the question book, and those questions are from laser beams when you press the button video. And so the opponent will ask you these questions, and you decide if you will press the button or not. If you press the button, these things will happen. So as if you can press the button, and these things will happen, and will you press the button or not? That's the main theme of the game. And as you can see, and the how do you win in this game though? And you will going to guess if the other person has pressed the button or discard their chance yet. So basically, if I want to press the button, I jump in here, I say the button is pressed. Or if I don't want to press the button, I press here is chance discarded. So the other player will try to guess if you discard a chance or press the button. So if you discarded, if you think the other person discarded, you can just press discard. And if they press the button, you lose, they win. But if they don't press the button, you win, they lose. So it's kind of cool. It's just a fun mini game where you can mess around with your friends. The second one is the DIORITE block, suggested by Shadowy Fox. And the DIORITE block is bird poop diggers, because it's one of the most I can't explain. One of the most skilled Minecraft player named Iscow85 hates this block. Absolutely gets in his way, and he thinks it's bird poop. And so I made this thing where you have to dig through a bunch of bird poop like diorite and get some good looking diamonds. And the second one is platform brawlers, or I actually renamed it after, but I can change it back. It's called platform battle or something, podium battle, I'm sorry. So there is a bunch of podiums / platforms in here. There is actually a load of platforms. So you jump on here, you fight your friends. It's gonna be a load of fun. You can choose to enable fall damage, but I prefer not to, because it's just so common to knock someone off those podiums and they just instantly die. So it is pretty fun just jumping around here, clashing with your friends like one of those mad clashers in the freaking movies. And it's actually quite fun. So I forgot how to jump from here. It's right there, isn't it? Yeah, you can all the way get up to the top podium, and the other's gonna spend a lot of time climbing up. You can just knock them out with a bow. So it's actually quite fun, and you can exit right here. Then a massive disaster happened while I was creating this block, which was the chiseled sandstone. And the chiseled sandstone was going to be a game named 2-block build-off, where you have 2 colors of concrete to build up a strictly good rule, or a strictly good topic. And those 2 colors are randomly generated as the topic. It's really, really fun. I haven't finished it yet. And that's it. When I was creating this block, I stood here and I tried to fill all of this, course. If you have a hard time with fill commands, you understand me that I filled it reversely. So I was standing here and I filled a reverse cube of this freaking course. So I basically got, dude, I hate this freaking world. So I actually did a reverse air cube. I didn't do a reverse air cube, but I did a reverse course block that all the way carved everything from all these 3 blocks out. And I was freaking just mad. And I checked my backup file. My backup file don't have this and that block because I forgot to actually back up these things. So I decided to rebuild them. As you can see, all of those shout-out signs are missing. The details of the concrete powder is missing. The shout is missing the out. So, and then when you go into the shout-out hall, it's actually quite different. It's not the shout-out hall you will remember. So I'm going out of the shout-out hall from this little hole because I don't want to take out the book to get out the shout-out hall. So that's it. This is going to be the 3rd update to CubeLand. Now, if you're wondering what I'm going to do with this piece of crap right here, this little space right here, I'm going to create a missing texture block. If you don't know what that is, Google online, because, you know, in Minecraft, everything has a texture, but the missing texture is almost always in game. So the missing texture is just purple, black in a square pattern. And I'm going to do that because I really want people to suggest more cubes on this channel. So I'm going to create that, and I'm going into a very pretty time lapse.